Hey there, so in this video we will going to learn how to scrape the sites with Splash. Now, although Scrapy looks like the perfect tool for web scraping, it has some downsides. It isn't good for handling JavaScript inside the web pages, and also many modern websites run entirely on JavaScript and require scripts to run in order for the page to render properly. In many cases also pages also present the modals and other dialogues that need to be interacted with to show the full page. That's why sometimes we use the inspection tool to go into the network tab and then navigating throughout these tabs, as you can see, and figuring out the best URL or the path where we can get to the data that we can then interact with and get the data points that we would like to scrape. So Scrapy is, Splash is the solution for JavaScript rendering, which can be easily paired with the Scrapy. Now it's created by the same team that created Scrapy and also Scrapy Hub, and it's implemented in Python using Twisted and Qt. Splash is a lightweight also web browser which is capable of processing multiple pages in parallel and also executing custom JavaScript in the page context and much more. Best of all, it's open sourced. If you want to learn more about it, you can head over to the scrapinghub.com/splash and learn more about its main advantages and generally the features, and look over to their documentation. So to install Splash, the easiest and quickest way to install it would be with using something like Docker. So to do that, we need to head over to the terminal. So you type in the terminal or command prompt if you're using Windows, and finally type in, to install it, command docker pool scraping hub /splash and hit enter. And on my end I need to append sudo. So the final command on my end would be sudo docker pool scraping hub /splash, hit enter, and obviously I need to enter my password. So after that I hit enter once again, and then the image is going to get pulled. Since it's the latest one, it will say as a last message from my end, but on your end it should be downloaded in a matter of a minute or two. The way to run actually the image is the following one. So we type in sudo docker run, then -b, and then first port would be 5023:5023. The second port would be 8050, and then column 8050 once again, and the latest port would be -b 8051:8051, and then the final one would be the name of the image, which would be previously downloaded Scraping Hub Splash. So we type in or retype Scraping Hub /splash, and then finally hit enter. After that it will be executed, and you can see that the server is listening on this particular port. So if you copy link address, then paste and go in the web browser, you will see the welcome screen. And if you want to, you can head over to something like google.com and then click here render to actually see the content that Splash will generate. So let's do that. Hit here render me. In matter of a second or two it will be completed. As you can see, the first thing that we can see here is the Splash will display a screenshot of the page as well as the charts and list of requests with their timings, and at the bottom we can see a text box containing the rendered HTML. Now the best way to integrate Scrapy and Splash is using the Scrapy_Splash library, and we can download it with the Python package manager. So to do that we need to head over to the terminal, and let me open new tab on my end and simply type in sudo pip install Scrapy _splash. After that, hit enter. I need to type in obviously my password, hit enter once again, and you can see here that the requirement is already satisfied from my end. On your end, it should be installed in 10 seconds or so. And then the second step here would be to implement this with the Scrapy and also Splash. So to do that, we can head over to the desktop, so cd desktop, hit enter, and after that we can generate a simple spider, so Scrapy spider, as we normally do. So we can head over to something like quotes.scrape.com/js, which is JavaScript rendered page, and we will then learn how to integrate Scrapy and Splash by clicking next button with the Splash. So we will do that in the very next video.